Hi, you all. So I'm back with an update. This is insane. Okay, there is more crazy news. Like usual, you all, I'm gonna give you guys an update, all right, on what's going on with Meghan and Harry. Okay, give me a second to pick my filter, like usual, when I go live, all right. God, it's super early in the morning where I am right now, you all. It's 9:36 a.m. and I am just gobsmacked. I caught myself saying, you all, this morning, here we go again. Here we go again. Meghan is coming for blood, you all, okay? Meghan is literally coming for blood. I don't know what's gotten into her. I don't know if Harry even co-signed this. But there is some shocking statements from Meghan herself this morning. And it's 9:36 a.m. where I'm at. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get right into it, shall we? So let me just pick a filter here and see what filter I want to use, okay? So I always use this filter for some reason. I'll just keep this filter. It's pretty cool. So you all, here's what's happening, okay? So, I mean, when is this gonna end? You know what I'm saying? Like honestly speaking, you all, at this moment in time, I just feel like the whole world is laughing at Harry and Meghan, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to even be funny, you all, but the whole world is laughing. You know why? Because if you say that you want a private life, right, then have a private life. Like no one is stopping you. They're grown adults. When you are either a young adult, a mature adult, an elder, you have your own money, you have your own degrees or education or skills, you can stand on 2 feet, you can walk into the world, and own it. You choose your destiny. You create your reality as you go along. You see what I'm saying? Like you ultimately have the power to change, how you live your life. And what I cannot understand is why Harry and Meghan, especially Harry, because Harry is the prince here. Harry was the one who was born into this life, was born into that kind of money. So I feel, especially for Prince Harry, what I cannot understand, you all, is why Prince Harry and now Meghan is biting the hand that feeds them. They're biting the hand that feeds them. And I cannot understand why they think that this is okay. A little update on Prince Philip. Prince Philip has had a successful heart surgery, is what I glanced at. I didn't read the article. Don't really have time for that today. This morning, this March has kicked off, fast and heavy. March is a busy month, you all. So, I apologize if I can't give all the details in the world, but not even necessary. But yeah, Prince Philip is stable, okay, which is Prince Charles's father, okay. Prince Charles is Prince Harry's father, okay, if you didn't know and you're just new and you're tuning in, right? So, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand why they're going so off in the deep end. I understand that for their own reasons, they're angry. I understand that they think that they've been done wrong. But here's what I'll say, when it comes to racism on social media and in the press in regards to Meghan Markle, here's what I'll say. If Meghan Markle expected nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody, to be racist towards her, to critique her outfits, to critique how she behaves in public, is Looneyville. It's Looneyville. In fact, I can back up this, you all. on Google, trending alongside that story from yesterday about the whole Oprah interview, there was a Kate Middleton. You heard that correct. A Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, not Sussex, Cambridge. There was a story that I was seeing run right next to Meghan's story where they were making fun of how boring Catherine is. Now, I don't think she's boring. I'm not going to share my personal feelings about Catherine because it's not about Catherine. This video is not about Catherine. But even with that story, that was yesterday. That was March 3rd, you all. I saw stories of people judging Kate, because she was saying how she was so exhausted from homeschooling. And so mothers in the UK and across the world, who don't particularly like her or agree with her, were saying that she's not, she's not down to earth. Like she wasn't thinking down to earth when she made that statement. So Meghan needs to understand that, maybe people are not judging her by her color or upbringing, but they're still judging her. And they're all still going to get bad press, is what I'm basically saying to you all. Now, in terms of racism or people, nitpicking at her, here's what I'll say. Like I said before, she is a brand new, fresh face to the monarch, okay? Or she was. Meghan was, a shiny new person. You know what I'm saying? And in many ways, so was Diana, and I hate to bring it up, but because Prince Harry wants to keep comparing Meghan to Diana, let's just go there, like, this is what the press lives for. They live for a good photo. They live for a good princess. They live for a good duchess. They like the controversy. Of course, the media loves the controversy. Of course they do. So I just think that Meghan needs to rise above this. Like Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. Tap into your Obama roots, Prince Harry and Meghan. Rise above this is what I will say to that. Don't answer to every single negative story about you. If you're really a mature adult and you are emotionally mature, you're not going to let people over Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, rub you the wrong way. Like, they're multi-millionaires. They may not be the richest of millionaires compared to the likes of Victoria Beckham and Serena Williams and, Kim Kardashian, even Oprah. Oprah is a self-made billionaire, a real one. And hats off to her. Congratulations. You see what I'm saying? And I think that Oprah is going to make headwaves. This is just a win for media. Like, what I will say about this whole interview, you all, before we actually get to watch it, because at this point we're all going to watch it. I mean, if we don't even want to, I don't really want to, but I think we're all going to tune in. The media wins again. Like, the sad thing for Meghan is that the media is going to keep winning because you keep giving the media stories to talk about. You keep giving me stories to talk about. You keep giving everybody things to talk about, and they're skewed negatively. So, like I'm saying, that Michelle Obama phrase sticks out to me. When they go low, you go high. And I don't hate Meghan. Do I think that her behavior is inappropriate? Yes. Do I think that Harry and Meghan are putting their foot in their mouth? Yes. But they have the freedom of speech, especially here in America. They have the right to express themselves. But what this couple needs to understand is that just because they express themselves does not mean that the whole public is going to jump on their side or even believe them. Like, people don't have to even pay attention to them. People don't even have to like them, like, nobody has to like Harry and Meghan. Like, nobody has to kiss their feet and bow down to them. And so, with that said, you all, this morning, this was posted at 10:58 yesterday night, but this morning on Yahoo, there is an updated version and story of Meghan hitting back at Buckingham Palace, to be more specific. Now, they've gone after Kensington, they've gone after Buckingham, one by one. Okay, one by one, Meghan and Harry are firing shots off. And see, this story was 1:41. So AM. So I this is basically from the 3rd to the 4th. So I'm recording this on the 4th of March. So this is like basically overnight yet again. So here's what the latest update is, you all. And for those who are subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because you will get the latest from me, my voice, my perspective, and how I see it. And thank you, thank you so much. So here's what's going on, you all. Meghan is now accusing Buckingham Palace of perpetuating falsehoods. Okay, the key word here is falsehoods, right? So she is saying that she's very concerned about the reports in the Times newspaper that her assistants were working for her over 2 years, claiming that they had been bullied by her. Now, yesterday's video, I covered with you all those allegations. So if you haven't watched that video, you'll see it either towards the end or in the box below or on my channel, okay? In the Royal Reading playlist. Now, I'm looking at this story here to see what else she said. Oh, wow, this is crazy. So they're claiming that Meghan has responded with saying this, you all. I don't know how they could expect that after all of this time, we would just still be silent. If there is an active role that the firm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us, the firm is a name that the British royal family sometimes uses to describe itself. And if that comes with a risk of losing things, I mean, there's a lot of things that have been lost already. Well, Meghan, that is a very stupid statement. Now, this is from Yahoo. Now, People Magazine and Yahoo, to name a few, have gone ahead and posted this breaking news story about this whole Oprah and the royals war. You know what I'm saying? Even that sentence right there is shocking to me. Like, why would say this could be false to all? I don't know, but why would Meghan say to any kind of source that, and if that comes with risk of losing things, I mean, there's a lot that's been lost already. Well, no kidding. Do you want to lose some more stuff? Do you want to lose your titles? Do you want to forfeit those privileges? Because, why don't they just live a private life? You see, this is what I don't get about this couple. If you really want a private life, then put your money where your mouth is. Stop bitching about it. Stop eating up every single thing that people say about you, Meghan. I may not be picking you as a fighter, because I believe that the royal family, in terms of tourism and culture and tradition, I don't want you to muck about and ruin it, for the rest of us. But what I will say, Meghan, if I could give Meghan any advice today about this, is why do you keep responding to every single thing that people are saying about you? Okay, listen up now. If Buckingham Palace has told the press that they're going to launch a real investigation, let them launch it. If there's nothing to hide and you are totally innocent, which I'm sure you believe you are, and I'm sure your fans believe you are, and people around the world who love you, I'm sure are wanting to protect you at this time, Meghan, let them do their job. And if you don't trust Buckingham Palace to carry out the investigation about the claims against you for bullying your staff, then get an independent person. I don't know what to tell you. Meghan, I don't know what to tell you, honey. You married Harry and you walked into a trap. Quite frankly, this kind of, as I'm saying this to you all live, which I love going live with you all, this reminds me of a reading that I did. I did a tarot reading the day before Meghan married Harry, and it was about Thomas Markle's heart attack, and I went into detail about how the Queen and Prince William did not like Meghan, okay? In that reading, I used a lot of code words, I used a lot of symbolism, but I never said the names, and now I'm saying it, okay? It was Prince William and it was the Queen that I picked up in that reading. I believe it's titled Pre-Wedding Reading, okay? It's in my royal playlist, but you guys, if you search up, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. And it's bringing back these memories, you all, of that reading where I told you all that I genuinely feel like William does not like Meghan. William does not trust that her intentions for marrying his brother is pure, and that was all the way back from like 2-3 years ago, you all. I was picking this up. So am I surprised? And no, I'm not surprised, but I just think it's so sad how everything is falling apart so quickly. And like I said, even though I am not, rooting for this couple to destroy basically their own livelihood, because in some way, shape, and form, you all, I almost feel like this couple is ruining their own livelihood, which I don't agree with. They're biting the hand that feeds them. And so I just want to say to Meghan, like, stop feeding into the fray. I almost want to say to Meghan, like, calm down. You and your husband chose, keyword, you chose to do this interview. And it almost feels to me, Meghan, that you're kind of angry and nervous, and it's almost like you're trying to go above and beyond when it's actually not even necessary. Like, it's not necessary for you to have to respond to, as you say, lowlifes, trolls, haters. One second, y'all, my cat is meowing. One second. Are wanting to see, and you're giving it to them on a platter. And so my thing is, why are you doing that? Like, why are you giving people that you claim are trolls a platform? Why are you letting them see you sweat? Never complain, never explain, and Margaret, the Queen, like, this is what the British royal family is like. They're one of their bedrocks, never complain, never explain. And it just proves to me that Meghan, being a duchess, is like, you can't handle it. You can't handle what comes with this territory, sweetie pie. And I'm sad to tell you that, but you can't handle it, Like, Catherine has had her own woes, and she still is. I know it's not this. I know you Meghan Markle fans are here going to say, oh, Catherine is treated so much nicer. Well, here's the thing. She's at a higher rank. She's William's wife, so that's expected, okay? She has to carry the monarch on her back too. She has a duty. She has a duty to fulfill, and kids to raise, which Meghan, in a way, kind of does not. Like, they're so far down the pecking order that it kind of doesn't even really matter, So even more so, I'm like, why is Harry and Meghan so angry? Like, I get people who were racist. I get that, okay? And a lot of them have lost their jobs. A lot of people who were on these radio stations who were bashing Archie, who were bashing, her biracial background, are fired. A lot of people who don't like Meghan and are genuinely were bullying her and harassing her and being racist towards her don't have a job. So humbly, can we please just move on? Like, don't give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's sad. I almost feel like, not even feel, it appears that Harry and Meghan are blinded with rage. They're blinded. And whatever happened to Diana is like Harry can't see the forest and the trees. It's like he's just lost the plot. Do you know what I mean? And he just wants to just lash out at everyone in that palace. And it's not going to help them. Once again, you all, it's not going to benefit them. People are already questioning, the timing, as I said before. People are questioning if they're getting paid for these sorts of things. If they're getting paid, people are just, not even bothering. Because I've heard people say if they're getting paid, then it's not legit. And that's people's opinions. I mean, I've seen a mixture. You see what I'm saying? But majority of people's response to this interview is gossipy. It's around gossip and drama. And That's not what the royal family stands on. The royal family does not do these type of primetime special interviews for a reason. You know, the royal family does not, it's not the royal family's bread and butter like apparently it is for Meghan, you know, because apparently this type of stuff is Meghan's bread and butter, you know, clearly, you know, she lives for this. But the Queen is so above that. Catherine's so above that. They're all above that. You know, they're all above this junk, this garbage. And the only person or couple, I should say, that's not is right now Harry and Meghan. So looking at the article even more, you all, covering the story for you all, the paper has said that Harry has urged the aides, who has now left their staff, to drop the complaint and it never be progressed. Really? So they're claiming, you all, that I'm going to look this story up. They're claiming that Prince Harry is telling the people who have filed complaints to the HR of Buckingham Palace against his wife, Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. They're claiming that Harry has said to drop it. No, they shouldn't drop it. No, they should not. No, why should they drop it, Harry? If there is accusations of bullying against your wife and she's innocent, then why would you be sweating like this? You guys are just outing yourselves. You know, like Harry and Meghan, you're just outing yourself. Like if there's nothing there, then let them investigate. Let them, and if they're lying, that will also come out too. You see what I'm saying? If the people who are filing these complaints against your wife, her own staff, okay, if they're lying, there's a thing called karma. There's a thing called cause and effect, pro and con, you know, action and consequence. So if they're really lying, Harry, you don't have to worry about these people. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, this couple has gone off in the deep end. They have lost the plot. Like, it's just like, are these people adults or are these people children? Like, when you're an adult and you have people, especially people who work for you, I can assume, like even more so, like you're a boss, you know, like you are the boss. Like Meghan was the boss, okay? Like, yes, let's all acknowledge that she was the boss. And so if you're the boss and you are saying that, no, I didn't bully them, I was just training them, or I was just, you know, asking them to do me a favor, then what's the problem? Like, what I'm saying is, what is the problem if Meghan said, hey, you know, you didn't do this, and the staff probably said, oh, you know, she's picking on me? That's separate, okay? And if that's what happened, Harry, it will come out. So stop trying to maneuver this. Stop trying to be in the driver's seat. Let the investigation happen, because what I'm saying is, I don't believe in anybody saying that they've been bullied or they've been, you know, like raped or anything like that, like, you know, malpractice, like bullied, raped, assaulted. Like, I don't believe that that should be dropped, because people have the right to, if they've like been hurt or something bad happened to them, even if they're peasants, right? Even if they're peasants in the eyes of Meghan Markle, you know, the Meghan, what she wants, she gets. If she really believes in like woman empowerment and all this type of stuff, like you would not stop this investigation is what I'm saying. Like, you know what women go through out here. Like, you know, and it's not a blanket statement. It's just, we know what happens sometimes when people work with certain people or have, you know, falling out or they don't get along. So I just feel like Meghan, like, if there's nothing here, honey, why are you so anxious? Why is your husband trying to throw out these accusations? Like, if it's not true, it's not true. And I'm pretty sure that somebody independent will prove that it's not true. You know, I'm sure there's at least one royal aide at Buckingham Palace, Meghan, who will stand up for you. You know, maybe you're not giving Buckingham Palace enough credit, Meghan. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody there can say that you were not doing what they claim you did. So I would not worry. Like, if I was an innocent person, I would not worry. Like, I would address it, yes, but I would not be acting like this, is what I'm saying. Like, I would not be trying to halt everything and get grimy. Like, let it just take course. Like, take a couple steps back, Meghan and Harry. You know, take a couple deep breaths here. You know, chill out, because the way they're behaving is like they are guilty. And I'm sorry to say that, but like, if you're gonna act like this and you're gonna ask people to drop it, like that's guilty to me. That's guilty. Like, if I'm innocent, I'm going to defend myself, yes, but I'm not going to attack. I'm just gonna say my piece and walk away, and that's it. Like, if I know that I didn't do something, I'm just gonna say it once, and I'm not gonna bring it up again. I said what I said, and that's it. I don't repeat myself. You see what I'm saying? But with Meghan, it's like she's coming for blood. She just wanted to go harder and harder, and more interviews. Harry, more interviews. Like, when do you guys take a break? When do you guys just kind of pause and think about what you're really doing? You know, they're not even thinking, they're just going. So, it's 3 days away. The CBS special is 3 days away, you all. And I think it's a bad start. You know, I really think that if they wanted to have people get on their side, this is a horrible way. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's not fair to Meghan. You know, maybe it isn't fair. You know, and if she's innocent and she didn't bully anybody, then that's a shame. You know what I'm saying? But staff after staff, and here's my thing. So many people quit. Remember? So many people quit so many different positions for Meghan and Harry so prematurely that it just something's up there. You know what I'm saying? So I would like them to investigate that, you know, and ask these ex-workers, these ex-aides or whoever they are, why did you quit so early? Why did you quit less than 3 months? Why did you quit less than 9 months? What was going on? You know, not for us to know, but for Buckingham Palace to know. Because if there was foul play, if there was something going on wrong, they need to correct it. They need to apologize. They need to train better. They need to have a adult discussion. Okay? But what I'm seeing right now is a war. You know, it's a war zone. So People Magazine had the same statement. Same statement. And if it comes with risk, with the risk of losing things, there's a lot that has been lost already. You know, it's just the fact that she's still going is what's getting to me. Like, why are you even buying into this, Meghan? You should be better than that. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, you should be better than that. You know, if you know what that claim is bullshit, just ignore it. Just say it didn't happen. Period. You don't have to go into why are you even attacking Buckingham Palace on top of that? Like, that's weird. Like, why are you trying, like, it's just so basically, okay, basically what Meghan and Harry are trying to say is that Buckingham Palace is trying to set them up. Let's just call it what it is. They're basically trying to say that Buckingham Palace is trying to set them up. That's basically what they're saying. Because if they trusted Buckingham Palace, they wouldn't say this. So this is very complex, you all. I think that somebody independent should look into that. You know, maybe if Meghan feels like there's a bad bias against her, then perhaps for the sake of just whatever the hell's going on here, maybe it's best if Buckingham Palace would bring in an independent third party to look at the accusations, because if Meghan feels like the people in Buckingham Palace already are against her, she's not going to trust them. She's not going to like them. Of course she's not. And I understand that. So it's a very complicated thing. But we're talking about the Queen. We're talking about the royal British family. So you cannot extract Buckingham Palace, Clearinghouse, Kensington Palace. You cannot take away Buckingham Palace from Harry's family. Like, that's a part of their family. That's a part of what the monarch represents. Like, everybody around the world knows Buckingham Palace. Everybody knows it. So for Meghan to say that this is like this huge institution, this huge monarch is just against her is really wild, you know? And I just hope, honestly speaking, you all, I just hope that, you know, whoever is doing wrong, you know, whatever has gone wrong here, that justice will prevail. You know, I'm just going to say that because there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than people saying that you did something that you didn't do. You know, I understand that. I understand that. But the problem with this is that Meghan is tied to Harry, and Harry is tied to the Queen and Charles and William, and they're all tied to the monarch. They're all tied to what they live, breathe, eat, and sleep 24/7. And the problem is that Meghan does not want anything to do with that. She doesn't want to be in England. She doesn't really want to be a duchess. I mean, she wants a title. She wants the fashion. She wants the A-list access, but she doesn't really want to take the duty that comes with actually being a duchess. And the same for Harry. So I think what's just wise at this point is for them to not have their titles, because it's damaging. It's a contradiction. It's hypocrisy. You know, you want these prestigious titles, but you don't want anything to do with it. So then why you're royal? Then why are you still linked to the family? If you don't want anything to do with them, walk away. You know, cut all ties. You know what I'm saying? Cut all ties. You know, it's just like in everyday life for the rest of us, you know, the common folk. Like, you know, or if you're a celebrity, same thing. Like, you know, we're not royalty. You know, if you don't like something, you walk away. If you don't want to be a friend with somebody or in a relationship with somebody, you just walk away. You know, you cut all ties, you delete the number, you know, you block the number, you stop answering them back, you delete the emails, you know, when people come around you and ask you about this person, you just say, I'm not interested. You push back with class and say, I don't want to deal with it. And that's what Harry and Meghan need to do, is just say, you know what, we don't want to be a part of the family. We've had enough. That's it. And then just never speak about it again. Just never go on a holiday, Harry. You know, book a vacation. Just leave it alone. But the more you keep picking at this wound, and I feel, you know, I have this strange feeling, you all, that Harry is letting these wounds and this the betrayal that he feels over his mother's death get the best of him. You know, I feel like whatever happened, whatever the truth is, because we all have our own opinion as to why Diana is not with us today, and God rest her soul. Okay, moment of silence for that. Okay, but Harry, get therapy. Harry, heal yourself, because you and your wife, I'm telling you, are letting these people get the best of you. And even if I don't agree with how you guys behave, I don't want you guys to be victims of this petty foolishness. You know, I'll be honest, I don't like to see people who are easily swayed. You know, nothing's worse than a barking celebrity who every little thing that people have to say about them, they're so angry, be it they're in this high castle of privilege and the whole world sees how lucky they are, but they can't see it for themselves. You know, they can't see the forest from the trees, and it's embarrassing. So Harry, you know, go on vacation, take care of Archie, take care of your mental health, you know, get away from all this nonsense, and just stop letting whatever is hurting you, whatever you're angry about, it's not going to change anything. Like no offense, but whatever happened has happened. You know, it's time to move on and move forward. Like, a part of being a mature adult who's in their own personal power is when you're able to look an enemy in the face, a hater in the face, the evil, you know, people throwing evil eyes at you, all types of crazy stuff, you know, curses, heck, blah, blah, blah. And you're able to stand calm and say, I will survive. You know, I'm more than a conqueror. You tell yourself, you look in the mirror and you give yourself these positive affirmations. Does Harry even do that? Like, Harry needs to just focus on his family and himself. He's too worried about William. He's too, in a negative way, I mean, like, he's too preoccupied with William and Catherine being so happy that he's bitter. And I'll say it, I think that Harry's bitter. I think that Harry is bitter, and I think that he's angry at his father. He's angry at the death of his mother, and he hasn't healed. You know, there's a bitter little boy in that body of Harry's. I could see it. Every time I look at him, I'm like, this guy he hasn't healed. He hasn't healed, and he needs to heal. So with all due respect, I just think that this couple has lost the plot. and unfortunately, I feel like they're letting everybody, including the media, get the best of them. And it's time for them to put their money where their mouth is and walk away. If that means giving up the title, if that means, having a less kind of piggy bank money from Charles, then so be it. They were the ones who were boasting about being so independent, right? Harry and Meghan were the ones who went on Instagram, Sussex Royal, I believe, went on Instagram talking about how they want to be financially independent. Well, then put your money where your mouth is, Harry. Put your damn money where your mouth is. You want to be independent so bad, then do it. Then prove it. In that sense, I'm rooting for y'all. I want to see it, but not like this. Don't make money off of the royal family. Not like that. You guys need to get like actual jobs. Like, I don't know how you guys are going to do it, but like, just whatever is going on, it's not good. It's not good. And so I'm just going to see if there's any kind of update before I let you guys go. Thank you all for watching, by the way. But this is really what I feel from my heart, you all. It's just I don't understand why they thought that this was going to be a good idea. I really don't know why they thought that this was going to be a good idea. I wish they didn't do the interview. I wish that they were, emotionally mature enough to just live a civilized, quiet life, but they can't do it. For the life of them, this couple just can't do it. And it's their own problem. Truth be told, you all, it's really their own problem, because they're the ones who want to keep going out in the press, blabbing off their mouth. So, if they want to keep going, let them keep going. It's only going to be their own demise. So let's just see if there's anything else here I want to cover for you all. Let's see. The firm. It sounds like Harry and Meghan are ready to go to war. It's because they are. Several royal insiders have said that it's no coincidence the stories have come out the same week of the Oprah interview accusing Meghan of bullying her staff when they lived in Kensington Palace. And what sticks out to me, you all, is that Kensington Palace has close links with Diana, William, and Catherine. So that William is probably over there just, side-eyeing the hell out of this, because his brother has just taken off into just Looney Town, Looneyville, and it's sad. It's so sad that this couple thinks that this is what's going to help them, when in reality it's only going to hurt them. So if you want more content, you all, make sure you thumbs up, make sure you give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. God bless everybody watching. God bless, just, we're living in a crazy time, you all. We're living in crazy times, and sometimes it has to get bad before it gets good. But I feel in this couple's case, it's just, they're going from worse to worstest to just, destructionally. They're just going down a rabbit hole that I feel like they may never be able to actually come out of, because they're so angry. And I just feel like, it's natural to be angry when you feel you've been done wrong. I understand that, but there's ways you can go about it where you come out winning, and the way that they're doing this is they're going to be coming out as losers, because they don't have the power they think they have. They can't defeat the queen. They cannot defeat the monarch. No matter how hard they try, they cannot ruin years and years and years of tradition. I really feel like this couple wants to just destroy this family from the inside out, but they can't do it, you all. They just can't. They can't do it. So that's all I have for you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.